I wanted to talk about
That's
this because
powerful.
I've mentioned this 90 million times, and I think it's a good debate. So, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Chris Brown did an interview with Big Boy,
Big boy.
and he's been doing quite a few. He's doing a lot more interviews. He's on $1 million worth of game, and then he's doing Drink Champs, and then he's doing Diverse Mentality Podcast.
Yeah.
I wish. But he's dropping the Breezy album. He dropped a track list for it. It's about 26 tracks, 24 tracks, which is still a lot because Chris Brown drops like 40 tracks an album. He said he recorded 250 songs for this album. The guy just records too much fucking music, man.
God.
That guy records too much music. Every time, I'm glad he reduced his album a lot because he said he's going to drop more tracks on this album, but I was like, thank God he didn't because his albums are way too long. 30, 40.
A lot, man.
Yeah. Regardless, he does an interview, and then Big Boy asks him about the Michael Jackson comparisons. So let's play the clip. Let's see what Chris Brown has to say.
A lot of people. Chris Brown, you've been getting a lot of people, man. Now, and you've always given it to Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're getting people where they say, man, Chris is better than. You know what I'm saying?
That's
How
cap.
do you take that?
That's cap.
Or how do you take that? You just say, like,
I mean, I stay the hell up out of it. I don't keep it 100. Like, I kind of back off it. Like, my personal take on it is, like, I wouldn't even be breathing or even being able to sing a song if that man didn't exist.
Right.
So, I don't know if they look at it as the Jordan Kobe thing, but I can't even look at it. He's light years away. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there is no competing with him. You know what I'm saying?
Is it crazy?
No, hell no. I got shrines and shit in here of this man hanging up in my house. Hell no. I ain't
is
better
it
than Michael
crazy,
Jackson.
man? Chris Brown.
So, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson. I've always talked about Chris Brown being the closest to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Now, what do I mean? When we posted this on our Instagram, I asked the question, do you think Chris Brown is the closest to Michael Jackson? Somebody responded in the comments, no, I think it's The Weeknd. The problem is, here's the thing, which you guys aren't thinking about. Michael Jackson could dance, sing, all this stuff, but The Weeknd can't dance. The Weeknd's not a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
The Weeknd doesn't apply to that. You can
Right.
say musically, but we're talking about the whole package. Who has the whole package? Music, dancing,
Just
all
like
this.
him. Exactly. Just like Michael MJ.
And when Chris Brown did the Michael Jackson tribute in 2009, it looked like fucking Michael Jackson. We thought that was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So to me, I think for this generation, the only thing that ever slowed Chris Brown down was those problems that he had with Rihanna, and then he had a few different ones here and there. That's the only thing that ever hindered his success. I think another thing that hindered it is I don't think he goes tours around the world. I don't remember Chris Brown touring around the world.
No,
I think he goes in the UK. He goes like to those areas, but I don't think he goes like, I don't know. I don't remember. I got to look that up. Does he tour the world is my question. Because Michael Jackson was touring the world.
That's true.
That motherfucker's global. Now, here's the thing. I agree with Chris Brown. You cannot compare them like when it comes to overall. But what you can do is say Chris Brown is the closest next to Michael Jackson.
Right.
I think.
100%, man.
Now, people are going to be like, oh, what about Beyonce and these other people? I don't know. Beyonce's up there, obviously, but Chris Brown dances more than Beyonce. Beyonce dances, but not like Chris Brown.
Right.
Chris Brown, like,
he has the same style that he does, like MJ in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
So, one thing is a lot of people respected Chris Brown's response to this. He automatically denied it because if you would have said, yeah, I'm thinking, he was like, nah, it's cap. Not even close. He's like, that guy's like in a whole different stratosphere. So that just goes to show you how Michael Jackson is just like, there's nobody that comes close to that guy. I really can't think of anybody that's even.
It's gonna be very impossible.
Drake is the only one I could see getting close. If Drake can do another 10 to 15 year run of hits, that guy's gonna be Michael Jackson. Think about that.
But he can't dance.
No, I'm talking about like just music status.
Oh, music status. Yeah.
I'm talking music status.
But he's been like that.
Who?
Chris Brown.
He hasn't been as consistent as Drake. He takes about 2 years, 3 years off, and then comes back. Maybe 2 years off, comes back.
But he will always have features where he's in there.
No, he'll always drop a hit.
Where?
He'll always drop a hit. That's a fact. Every time he drops an album, but he does take like 2 to 3 year break. Drake has been dropping every single year. I have something.
Yeah, yeah.
Drake doesn't stop. Like every year, you're gonna get something from Drake, whether it's a stimulus package for artists or if it's himself dropping something.
True.
And if you look at the numbers, people are gonna say, "Well, it's streaming." I agree. Streaming has helped Drake immensely because before that, he could never get a number 1 hit record. The only one hit that he got was with Rihanna. It took Rihanna and him doing "What's My Name," that song, to get a number 1 hit. Right. Drake was struggling to get a number 1 hit until then. But then once the streaming came, number one, it didn't stop. Just number one. The guy's got like at least 13 number 1 hits, like 14. Michael Jackson had that much. Like he's gonna, if he continues another 10 to 15 years, which is tough as fuck. Imagine another.
That's a long time you put in.
I mean, Michael Jackson was dominating since the 70s, man, as a kid.
Yeah.
So you got to dominate. Michael Jackson.
There's no way.
It's possible.
I don't think it's possible.
I mean, you can look at the numbers. So we'll count the numbers. Drake said, what, 200 million, 150 million sold total? I think he can reach 1 billion sales himself. He could do that. 1 billion total. If he keeps delivering like this, come on, dude. Hits.
Yeah, yeah. If he's every year delivering, every year having at least some
it's
decent
possible.
Music.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's.
Never say
never.
Yeah, basically never say never, yeah. Never reach out. Like, I know we look at Michael Jackson as this, and he is. He's the period the greatest. There's no debating that. There's nothing, nobody's gonna ever sell 80 million copies of one album. That's never going to happen ever again. But that's because we were in a different time when albums were actually selling. There's no internet. There's no stealing. There's no bootlegging. Different thing. Yeah. But Drake can reach that and catch up to that, but it'll take him a lot more. It's like LeBron versus Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's got these insane accolades, but LeBron has to stack up a lot more to even get matching Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. Like now he has to be all-time scorer. He's got to be top 10 in this, top 10 in that, get more rings, do this, all these things just to even be considered with Michael Jordan. To me, I think he's better than Michael Jordan, but that's just me. I've never seen Michael Jordan play like that. We weren't born with Michael Jordan's era, and we were born, but we weren't watching it. We were kids, so that's the difference. But I like the response that Chris Brown had. Really dope response. And
yeah, I would have to agree with you. He is the closest.
I think he's the closest.
As far as everything, music, dancing, style,
just think about if that never happened with Rihanna, the trajectory of where he would have been.
Because this guy touring worldwide is fucking huge. I'm telling you, bro.
I don't know if he's toured worldwide. I gotta look.
He's huge, man.
I don't know if he's been worldwide.
The females. Like
no, I mean we went to Chris Brown concert at 150.
Females, like just in my country, bro. The females are ridiculous about this guy. They love his music too. There's a lot of music they like about him.
Let me see the Fame tour. I'm just curious to see. So he's been in Australia, North America. Yeah, these it's basically Australia, North America. He's been to Dubai one time on this tour. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta look. Even in Canada, Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, I don't know why maybe he just doesn't like it. Maybe he's good with his money, and
that's the best way to gauge if somebody's close to certain people. Is like the world. If you can sell out,
dude, he could.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't.
Highly doubt
I'm just saying
he could not sell.
He hasn't done a lot of world tours that I'm aware of.
Italy and sell. He could go to Africa and sell. He could go Russia and sell.
Chris Brown and Lil Baby are doing a tour right now. So
Chris Brown and Lil Baby.
Yeah, they're doing.
Damn, that's a good tour.
That's gonna sell.
That is gonna sell.
Because they're both dropping their albums soon.
Sell out immediately.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.